we did help the kid. So we were almost done with whatever we were doing. So that's good. We're just gonna head back because there's nothing for us to do until the kid's not in our arm. Yeah. I do have more cats here in Hiroshima. Uh, Onomichio, I think Onomichi. Onomichio is the mascot. We've seen Onomichio a couple times in the remakes that we've played, but this is the game that introduced Onomichio to the series. All right, time for bed. This was also the first game that was actually fully voice acted. More or less. Obviously, Kiryu's inner thoughts aren't voice acted, but that's because they're inner thoughts. I still have a baby in my arms, so I gotta keep doing baby shit. Alright, well. We continue. Ideally, we lose the baby soon. Like, not that it disappears, but like we just don't have to deal with it any for a little bit. That would be nice. Because there's a lot to do in Onomichi, and we can't do it until Haruto is not strapped to our fucking arm. Oh yeah, I think the last thing we did was come like meet these guys properly. Hello, sir. There's a lot I want to say because I know things in hindsight. Like, I've played this game one time. I've played up to about here a second time, I think. No, I didn't because we've already gotten past it to where I can get achievements. So I didn't even get this far. I mean, he kind of your grandkid. It's a long story. Yeah. As far as I know, they still don't know. They Nah, they've definitely seen her. They've seen her. You can tell. But I want to draw attention to that dude. I forget his name already, but he's he's reacting way worse than the other three. Now the question is, because we can tell that they're covering this up, but why? Why would they cover it up? That's the biggest question at this point. I should check in with the family patriarch. It would be rude not to at least say hello. Infiltrate the second floor. I don't know if you would really call it infiltrating. They know we're here. But yeah, I don't remember why they're covering up knowing Haruka. I remember some shit. Like, I remember the final boss, kind of. But I don't remember a lot of the story of this game because I've only played it once, and it's been a while. It was around the time it came out. Like, well, not exactly. It was like maybe a year later, but year and a half later. But it's been a hot minute. I want to look into that actually because I want to say it was like Yakuza 6 released in 2016. So it's been 9 years, almost 9 years since release because it was December. But Kiwami 2 released in exactly a year later, which is when I played Kiwami 2. I would say I ended up playing Yakuza 6. Well, I could look it up, couldn't I? I'm going to do that when we go to our first break, which will be 6 Central. So we've got time. It's crazy the difference because Kiryu is 48 in this. He doesn't really look like he's getting up there in age yet. Like at all. Oh god. All right, well, we don't get to pawn Hardo off yet. Dude's still got that cut on his head from fighting the I forget their name already. The other Yakuza. Hi, Kiyomi. I remembered her name. Masuzoe. Uh, this is fair. She seems very into this too. And like, given God, he just appeared out of nowhere. That's fucking creepy. Look at that shit. Look at it. She's like anyway, Kiyomi has something to say, so let's follow Kiyomi. Considering how linked she is with these people, especially Naguma, I forget the other one's names, and one of them I want to remember. Can I? Is there? There isn't, is there? I was hoping there was. There isn't though. They kind of removed the like index that we used to have. I'm gonna time you out while I continue walking. Anyway. My video just ended. You know what? I'm gonna do this instead of those. Hold on. You guys gotta wait for me. I can't see the folder. I'm gonna turn on the not comedy. Something I've watched so I don't have to really watch it, but something I haven't watched in a little bit. Like the Broken Lizard movies. But I gotta turn them down because holy shit, is that loud. There we go. Alright. We'll go back to it. You guys can't hear it anyway, because I've got the audio changed, but you guys haven't been able to hear the game audio this whole time. That fucking blows. Why is that not working? Hold on. Why is the game audio not capturing? There we go. Holy shit. Well, I apologize for that. That does fuck shit up. I guess I need to be more observant of that now. Alright. She took the kids, so we're gonna go. We get our first fight since coming back. And this was not the first game I played of the new Dragon Engine. But this was the one that introduced the new combat style. That I do like, but I wish it was a little less block heavy. Like they did make the blocks more versatile, but that's part of the problem is it's more versatile for everyone, not just Kiryu. It's okay though. The Judgment series did a really good job of fixing that. Alright, well, more on the rails. Follow this person. I'm ready to... Actually, where are my sub-stories? Am I in chapter... I'm in chapter 4. So we're... I get access to sub-stories in chapter 4. But... We don't have them yet. God. The first movie it started was Beer Fest, which I should have them in order rather than just by title. Because apart from Slam and Salmon, Broken Lizard gets better as they make new movies. For the most part. I would still say... I would say Beer Fest and Super Troopers are about even. Super Troopers 2 would be next, and then Club Dread, then Slam and Salmon. They're all good though. Hirose family. See, I knew Kiryu wasn't dumb. Like they were too obvious about it. Haruto really likes the Jinjo statues. 少なくとも写真を見せたとき、顔は見たことがあるって反応だった。ただ、そのことを俺に言えない事情。It is interesting though that when she did leave because of her history, she went straight into another family. それだけのことなら、俺にはるかのことを隠す理由がない。広瀬一家の連中は。この町ではるかと何か関わってたと考えるのが自然だ。俺も人のことは言えねえが、あいつらも相当不器用らしい。はるかのことを隠そうとしているのがはっきり顔に出ていた。それでも俺は不思議と悪い気がしねえし、無理に聞き出そうとも思わねえ。It is interesting that he's not angry though, because that Haruka is essentially Kiryu's daughter. Like he said that Haruto isn't his grandson, but that's only by like the strictest legal means. But whenever you cared for a kid, essentially their entire life, like he adopted her. That it doesn't need to be on paper. Then you throw in that it was his first love's daughter. Just kind of adds on top of that. You know what I mean? Well, I accidentally full screened that. That was not cool. This kind of helps me too, now that there's something over there, because like it's split in two, right? Half of it is the video, and the other half is chat. So I actually am looking over at chat more, which is nice. Those guys are probably at Moreno. Looks like we might go beat some shit out of some people. There's a row of Jizo statues here. Make an offering? Oh, it's this. I'm offering my supplies to... I don't want to do that. Can I offer anything else? Oh, I can. I love this. Looks like it came from another country. It's just straight shitting on... Let's offer a fresh lettuce sandwich. One battle. Is this a sub-story? Did I just walk in on a sub-story?
そんな浮いた気持ちなら東京に連れて行けないよ。
I did.
これから東京でアイドルになるんだよ。
あの子、東京でアイドルに。
でも本当にアイドルになりたいと思うなら余計な未練を残さないようにこの街を出ること。アイドルに恋は禁物なの。
アイドル。
忠告はしたよ。
And the sub stories are easier to do, like I said before, because they're all voice acted. So I do want to do them.
芸能界に入るんだってな。いや、盗み聞きする気はなかったんだが。
みっともないね、私。こんなところで泣いちゃって。
I mean, sure. Now is the time where we stop doing story shit and we just kind of wander around and clean up some shit that we couldn't do before.
ありがとう、おじさん。私も誰かに聞いてほしかったんだ。
Before we dropped off Haruto.
私、ミサって言います。
ミサ。
桐生さんは東京の人なんですよね。なのになんか優しいんですね。
誰だって年頃の娘が泣いてれば気にはなるさ。いいから何でも話す。
Maybe not for the right reasons, but yes.
揉めてたようだが。
さっきいた女の人は東京の芸能事務所の方で、私のマネージャーになってくれる遠藤さんです。
その遠藤はえらく怒っていたようだが。
当たり前の話なんだけど、アイドルになったら恋愛禁止ですよね。そのことで叱られてたんです。
恋愛禁止。
This is a thing.
ね、あるオーディションに受かって急に東京の事務所に所属することが決まったの。でも今になって気づいちゃったんです。私、幼なじみの先輩のことが好きなんだって。
先輩？
アイドルになりたくてレッスンも頑張ってきたのに、先輩と離れると思うと迷いが出てきちゃって。
そうだ。
She can't leave without telling him how she feels.
私がアイドルになることを一番応援してくれてるのがその先輩なんです。先輩にはオーディション受かって東京に行くことを誰よりも先に報告したくらいで、親も周りの人も私の夢を分かってくれなかったのに、先輩だけが私をかばってずっと応援してくれたんです。
I mean, that's nice, but he has some other issues that need to be addressed.
先輩には私の気持ちを知っておいてほしい。そしてもし先輩が OK してくれたら、東京にはまだその時にならないと分かりませんけど。
遠藤ってマネージャーが怒るわけだ。
It's just the start of another manga. He's gonna tell him and he's gonna tell her that he'll wait for her while she's out in Tokyo.
自分の気持ちを抑えることができなくて、やっぱり私、もう先輩に会わないでこのまま東京に行った方がいいのかな。
God.
それでもその先輩と会うべきだろうな。
Yeah, I had just set up the NTR route,
そうなんですか。
but Kiryu wanted to do it himself.
一番後悔するのは、やろうとしたことをやらずに逃げたことだ。多分な。
そっか、そうなのかな。私、やっぱり先輩に会いたい。このまま東京には行きたくない。
そうか。そう言うだろうと思っていた。女が人に悩みを打ち明けるときは、大抵自分の中で答えが決まってる時だからな。
そうか、だから私に声をかけてくれたんですね。ありがとう、桐生さん。話聞いてくれて、ちょっと気が楽になった。
いいんだ。
All right. Well,
じゃあ俺は行 肉が
Sounds like we're getting ready to go talk to the dude.
はい。
Dude, I don't know why, but I'm really cold. It's crazy. Alright, so now we gotta go talk to some dude. I don't know where. It's not on my fucking map. Oh. Well. I guess I'll head this way because there's another sub-story over yonder. Which one's this one?
突然ごめんなさい。
This is definitely another sub-story. But, oh, this is the time one, isn't it? I remember this one
お聞きしたいんですけど、
because it was goofy.
何年でしたっけ？
何年かってのは
だから今は西暦で何年かなって。
2016年だ。
2016.
16年？本当に？やっぱりそうですよね。やっ
Not a great year.
うまくいったんだ。そっか。じゃあここは本当に1年前の過去？そしてこれが1年前の私？あ、確かに今よりちょっと胸小さい。
Jesus. You went back in time, so that's not how that would work.
やだ、すいません。一人で盛り上がっちゃって。実は私ね、なんとたった今1年先の未来からタイムリープしてきたんです。
タイムリープ
I do love how they referenced,
2017年から時空を超えてね。
I think it's a movie. I haven't actually watched it.
伝わりませんか？
I've heard it's really good though, The Girl Who Left Her Time.
そもそもタイムトラベルとタイムリープの違いから説明しないとですね。タイムリープっていうのは今の自分の意識が別の時間の自分に乗り移る。
She even looks similar.
ほ
で、タイムトラベルの方はタイムマシンとかで時空を移動するでしょ。例えばおじさんがタイムマシンで昨日に行くと、昨日のおじさんとマシンに乗ってきたおじさん、その2人が同じ世界に同時に存在することになっちゃう。でもタイムリープは今のおじさんの意識が過去の自分に
Just trying to overly explain this so that there's not a paradox,
わかりました？
う。ああ。
which is the whole process of the time leap genre
私の場合は
in Japanese,
2017
like manga and stuff.
こうして1年過去の自分の体に乗り移ったわけですよ。1年もタイムリープするなんて自信なかったけど、私ってすごい。
そうか。なるほどな。じゃあ邪魔して悪かった。
あ、なんで？ちょっと待って。
Yeah, come back here. I'm not done trying to pick you. I mean, get you to help me.
言いましたよ。普通もっとこういろいろ聞きたくなりません？
Alright, I'll hear you out. Why not?
もう少しだけ付き合ってもいい。
よかった、そうこなくちゃ。私、ミクって言います。
俺は桐生だ。
わかりました。桐生さんですね。とりあえず、なんというか、桐生さんは私がタイムリープしたのを信じら
But
れない。
you do, and that's what matters.
そのお前が1年後から来たってことか。まあそうだ。
じゃあ、どう言えば信じてもらえるんですか？
いや、そう言われてもな。ってことは、お前は1年先の2017年のことを知ってるんだよな。なら、 その間に何か変わったことは起きたか？
変わったことって何か大事件とか？
This sub-story would have a very different implication if she was from 2020 coming back from 2019. Or coming back to 2019.
例えば
As I say that,
大きな地震とか事故はなかったか？
あったかな。多分大きな地震はなかったけど、あ、事故なら面白いのがあって、私のママが車で何度パパをひいちゃったんです。怪我は大したことなかったんだけど、うちのパパほんととろいし冴えなくて。
いや、そんな身の回りのことを言われてもな。新聞を騒がせるような大きいのはないのか？
I mean, she's a high schooler.
今時の女子高生は新聞なんて読みませんよ。ニュースは
Either way, you're a high schooler. You're not really following the news.
2017年にはスマホっていうのがあるんだけど。
スマホくらい俺も持ってる。
ああ、そっか。そうですよね。
まあ待て。今思ったんだが、未来のことをどう言われたところですぐに確かめようがないな。何か他に証拠として未来にしかないもんとか持ってたりしないのか？
ああ、例えば未来の日付の新聞とか。
I mean, that would help.
来年発行の100円玉とか。
せめてそういうのがあればもう少し説得力がある。
さっきも言いましたけど、2017年から来てるのは私の意識だけなんです。
And here lies the crux of the problem with time leap.
今ある証拠は
It just sounds like somebody who wants to be more important than they are.
私の目を見て信じてもらうしか。
Sure, I'll believe you. I don't care.
わかった。信じてやるよ。
本当ですか？
そうでも言わないと話が終わらないんだな。俺もそこまで暇なわけじゃない。
そんな言い方あります？
それにお前も何か目的があって2016年に
Hey, you are wasting your time. This is true.
別に目的なんてないですよ。
Oh, then you
私がタイ
have.
ムリープできるようになったのは本当につい最近で、なんで急にそんな力に目覚めたのかってまだ自分でもよく分かってないんです。だから今はいろんなケースのタイムリープを試してるとこなの。
なら何か進展
This sounds.
俺にも教えてくれ。
If you did have that power, it would sound very. I want to say childish, but that's not exactly the word I'm looking for. Ill-conceived is closer. Like, you're not thinking it through, because you don't even know if you could go back to where you started. Anyway, here's these two.
あれはミサ。するとそばの男があいつの憧れの先
I'm like just
あの
focused on how cold I am, but I don't want to get up and grab my jacket. I hate it.
急にどうしたんだよ、ミサ。聞いてほしいことって？
中学の時、私がアイドルになりたいって言い出した時のこと、先輩覚えてます？
ああ、覚えてるよ。テレビで
Alright.
誰かの引退ステージ見たからだよな。それでアイドルになりたいっつって。
ミサがアイドルに憧れて
So yeah, this is going to be a common thing that we see, I believe, in Yakuza 6, because it was kind of meant to be the last game for Kiryu Kazuma.
先輩だけは違いましたよね。
We'll get to that. Technically, it kind of is the last game in the main series where Kiryu Kazuma. Well, actually, that's not true anymore.
俺が
Fuck.
ここにいちゃ野暮ってもんだな。
Uh,
気づかれないうちに離れるか。
What's happening here? That dude's got a fucking dirt stash. I can't say anything, but still.
なんです。
ちょっと今大事なところなの。あっち行ってよ。
勝手に見せつけようってあっち行けだ。そいつはわしらに言うたんかの。おう。
ほっとくわけにもいかねえか。
Having like specks of blonde in my hair because I was born blonde is so annoying. It makes my shit look patchier than it is.
わかりました。すいません。
先輩。
いや、ミサさ、この人たちもそんなに悪い人じゃないと思うし、俺来年受験だから怪我したくないし。
嘘。ちょっと。
本当ごめんな。
Well,
先輩。やだ。置いてかないで。
姉ちゃん、ええからほっとけ。彼氏、あんた捨てて逃げよったんで。
it's a good thing Kiryu is here.
わしらと楽しもうや。
いや、絶対に嫌。あんたたちなんか。
あ？なんじゃおっさん。おい、邪魔すんなこら。消えろやおっさん。
I mean,
はお前らの方だ。間が悪いにも程があるぜ。この子をナンパしてくれや。俺が
he's not wrong, but also it's not a bad thing because now she knows Oh boy's actual character. Like, I'm not saying he was gonna be able to do what I'm about to do, but at the very least he could have done something so that she could get away. Even if it kind of led to him getting his ass beat. All right.
シート待てよ、おっさん。わしら人に頼まれて。
そこまでにしてくれる？もう十分でしょ。
遠藤さん、何？どういうこと？
あの女。
Oh yeah, we are gonna get that, aren't we? We're gonna get that, like, moment.
ミサの告白を邪魔するようにってね。
何？
案の定、憧れの先輩は臆病者の本性を見せた。これで恋の病も治ったでしょ、ミサ。
遠藤さん、私東京に行く荷造りまだしてないんです。これから急いでやらないと。
そうだね。それがいいよ。
She's kind of a bitch for this, though.
ミサ。
もうあの子に近づかないで。桐生一馬さん。
あんた、俺のことを。
Well, yeah.
やっぱり
You're the reason Haruka quit.
この業界であなたの顔を覚えている人は多い。
He didn't force Haruka into retirement. Let's get that straight.
元ヤクザでしょ。なんであなたがこの町にいるかは聞かないけど、もうミサには構わないで。このまま未練なく東京に送り出してあげたいのよ。ね、先輩。
何？まさかお前もこの茶番に一枚噛んでいたのか？
ええ。そもそもこの筋書きを書いたのは、
it's what you think.
彼らは僕のクラスメートです。遠藤さんもそれに従ってくれただけなんですよ。
たく、えらい目に遭うたわ。
It was exactly how I called it, and I forgot that that was the thing.
それで勘弁してな。
We're getting that. Except he's not being nice about it. He's basically making her give up. But yeah, it is one of those, like, go on without me type situations.
僕は誰よりもミサを応援してきました。彼女がどれだけ厳しいレッスンに耐えてきたのかも知っています。だからこれからアイドルになる彼女がこんな僕なんかに告白しちゃダメなんですよ。
彼はミサが自分の気持ちに気づく前からずっとミサのことが好きだったのよ。
それじゃあお前はミサの夢のために自分から悪者になって身を引いたってことか。
あいつの夢を邪魔したら僕は後で自分が許せなくなります。もし僕がミサと付き合ったとしてもいつか彼女もきっと夢を諦めたことを後悔する。ついこの間遠藤さんからミサの僕への気持ちを聞かされて正直すごい嬉しかった。だから演技だとしても彼女からの告白を断って傷つけるなんて僕にはできそうになかった。
それでこんな茶番を。
僕がミサに愛想をつかされれば彼女は傷つかずにまっすぐ夢を追うことができる。僕は彼女にどう思われたっていいんです。それで全部うまく
We kind of already know, like, if you've experienced any Japanese storytelling, like anime, manga, whatever, you kind of already know what this story is gonna be. So I've kind of like zoned out for a second. I apologize. I mean, that would weigh on Kiryu's
俺
conscience.
の本音を言えばありのままをミサに伝えてやりてえ。だがどうやらよそ者の俺が口出す話じゃないらしいな。
ありがとうございます。それじゃ
ありがとう、桐生さん。これはほんの気持ちよ。
Alright, I got a belt.
ただの気持ちだってば。でもあなた、有名な極道って話だったけど、思ったより話せる人でよかった。
そうか。あんたも見た目よりは優しい。ミサのこと。
There are quite a few sub stories now that we've opened them up, which is nice, but also, goddamn, dude, we've got a lot to fuck around with and find out.
そういや、ミサはどこに行った？ショック受けて走ってったきりだが。ん？ミサ、いつからそこに？おい待て！
Hey, Haruto and Kiyomi are right here. Why are they here? I guess because I haven't left anywhere, but God, she's down there now. We're not going down there yet. Alright. I can upgrade my attack or my defense, I suppose. Moving right along. Troubler. Guess I'm going over to the cemetery. Knock that dude on his ass. Gentlemen, I forgot about Troubler. We've got all new Troublers now. I've got 4 minutes to catch them all.
お前逃がさねえぞ。
なんじゃやるんか。
Now, thankfully, the timer stops while I'm fighting, but, you know, I don't think they run that far away. You're in my way, sir. One of them went this way. I'm glad that there's... Oh, they're like right next to each other. That's perfect.
お前逃がさねえぞ。
めんどくせえ野郎だ。
And I don't think they would have stopped if they had options here. Like, I was not catching this guy. It wasn't happening. But he stopped.
お前逃がさねえぞ。
やるしかねえか。
And I guess that they were out of breath, but fuck, dude. That's a short distance to be out of breath.
時間食っちまった。
That's all of them.
何をやってんだ。
遺骨と一緒に高価なもんが埋められとることがあって、売ると結構な金になるんじゃ。
You don't need to be digging up graves. Alright, so the messages were... I heard a creepy rumor about that some grave robbers have been sighted in the cemetery. Geez, talk about feudal era crimes, right? I'd check, but hell no, man. Hell no. The dead don't deserve that. I'll check it out. I guess some dude rolled up at the cemetery and took out the whole gang of grave robbers. You, sir, have bigger balls than I do. I didn't read any of those previously, but I might as well, right? Anyway, we were right at the fucking sub-story when that happened. But if we miss them, then we don't get to do them right away. Oh god, these people are back.
ほんまに大丈夫。
それが連中の手なんだよ。ミエさん、私は知ってるんだ。あいつらは。
These guys never leave. They're always here.
無難徴兵。何を。
Now that guy right there looks familiar, don't he?
の人はみんな親切じゃけん。教団に来てみりゃわかる。あんたもフレンドになったらええ。
奴らの目的は金なんだ。お布施しろと言われたんだろ。そうすれば救われるって。
お布施と違うわ。不正臨ちょ言うんじゃ。
そんなのはどうでもいい。とにかくもうあいつらんとこには行っちゃダメだよ。
じいさん、乱暴はよせ。
乱暴？いや、そのつい向きになってしまって。
もう構わんで。あんたは信心がないけすぐ頭に血が昇るんよ。
See, the reason he looks so familiar is because this is the Moonin, the guy who created the Moonin bullshit.
別に怪しいもんじゃない。
The Shore PP.
この町へ来たばかりだが、桐生だ。
桐生さんですか。もしよかったら話してくれませんか。
I don't think Kiryu dealt with these guys yet. No, yeah, he did. He did. Why they don't remember each other, I don't know. But you know, whatever.
無難徴ヘペドナスのせいです。
その無難徴ってのは何なんだ。
昔いろいろ問題を起こしてたインチキ宗教ですよ。最近都会を避けてこの辺に流れてきました。特に身寄りのない老人を狙っては信者にしてるんです。もちろん目当てはその懐です。
See, that wasn't entirely the case back in the 80s when the cult started. Because if you remember, the very first one was in Yakuza 0. Not technically the very first one, but it was the first one we saw with Majima. And he also used the cult to But it wouldn't have been considered essay in court unless you could prove brainwashing, essentially. I don't even know how that would work in Japanese court. Because I don't know their laws and regulations. I know now that essay laws over there are extremely harsh in a good way.
私がいくら言っても聞きません。他にも近所で何人も信者になっているんで、安心して信じてしまっているんです。私はせめて彼女だけでも騙される前に救ってあげたいんだ。
警察には言ったのか？
言ってはみましたが、取り合ってくれません。警察が動くのは何か事件らしいことが起きてからでしょう。それでは遅すぎるというのに。
Alright.
会ったばかりのあなたにこんなお願いしていいものか。私と一緒に無難町ヘペトナス教に行ってもらえないでしょうか。信者になりたいといえばきっと潜り込めます。私みたいな年寄り一人じゃ何もできません。でもこのままじゃミエさんがいざとなったら
So yeah,
にでも連れ出さないと。
he's talked about it. I don't think he directly said in here that he started the cult, but he's talking about it and wants us to save her from what he started, which is fun.
教団の場所ってのはどこなんだ？
線路の近くにあるビルです。そばで若い女の子がビラ配ってますから、行けばすぐわかります。
But we're really close to break, so we probably won't go do that.
別々に行きましょう。
そういうもんか？
多分寂しそうな人間の方が連中からしてみたらつけ込みやすいかと。私が先に潜り込んでミエさんを探します。桐生さんも後からお願いします。それじゃあ。
Infiltrate the cult headquarters. We had the time leap over here, and that's over there for that, and then we've got the idol girl who's upset over there. I think I can also go here now, maybe? Maybe. That might be later, but that's a fun one. Or at least I liked it for the first time. We'll see. My attention's not all here. Like, kind of distracted. And not gonna lie, like, I want to play this. I do want to play this, but I saw someone keeled over in pain at East National Route. Motherfucker. I'm trying to run away from these guys and it's not helping me. Alright. I'll come back to you. Anyway. I saw someone keeled over in pain on East National Route 2 near the pedestrian bridge. I can't stop, so I'm hoping someone here on Troubler can. I'll check it out. I have one of those. An Onomichi illness. Oh, that was simple. My friend just told me that the sick person was saved by some good Samaritan who gave them some medicine. There's hope for you yet, Onomichi. Alright, well. These guys are now surrounding that chick. I'm gonna just grab this and, you know, do that. Now we're only 3 minutes from break. Or our time to go to break, so we're just gonna go to break. Oh, I have something I can get here. Regain stance quickly after an enemy blocks attacks. That's gonna be really useful, actually. I'm gonna save real quick, and then we're gonna go to break. Shit. Okay. Well,